So good morning to the ring of power, the rising sun, and also especially good morning to the International Women's Day today. So we were in our meditation connected with the question, what is feminine peace wisdom in our time? And I try to summarize what I received in my meditation this morning. So the first is that the feminine peace wisdom is a quality which is urgent needed, and it's beyond time and space, beyond all kind of mainstream thinking. It's a very, very deep connectedness between spirit and matter. And I would say feminine peace wisdom is in a way connected to memory, that we remember that there is an inner kind of intuition, an inner kind of wisdom which was hidden for a long time and which made it able that we brought this Mother Earth to a state of being where it is right now. And the feminine peace wisdom enables us for a deep, deep listening. It knows that everything, in our body system carries consciousness, and that we can listen, what do you need? So feminine peace wisdom is, in my way, how I perceive it, in this kind of readiness to deep listen. It's always coming from a compassionate heart, and it carries peace wisdom. Or I also can say it carries wisdom about community, that we are all one organism, and that an organism is a kind of listening to each other, and by this bringing the whole system to work. We are so misled in the last centuries that it's really not easy to find back to this inner certainty. So there is, on one way, we know the thinking of the intellect, and this is very important. But this peace wisdom of the feminine peace wisdom is much more connected to our intuition, and it always comes from the readiness of facing the unknown, and from facing the unknown, suddenly an inner knowing appears. And it needs a deep training, it needs a deep kind of surrendering, and it needs to be aware of how we are conditioned. And also conditioning, it's normal, it's clear that we are educated in a certain system and that it's important that we become aware of it. But the feminine peace wisdom is beyond all conditioning. It's beyond our opinion. It's the coming out of the yoga of life. Yeah, and in this sense, I think it's really, really needed right now. So normally the feminine peace wisdom carries a deep quality that we know how to surrender. It is coming from a deep surrender quality, but it also needs the voice of rebellion. It needs the saying no, enough, stepping out of the system which serves death. The feminine peace wisdom knows a lot about the cycle of birth and death, but it knows also a lot of resurrection. It knows a lot of the quality of eternity. And so I wish all of us women to dare to speak if our heart wants us to speak, and also to dare to stay silent if we know now it doesn't make sense to speak. And maybe at the end to say it's beyond the question of gender. So feminine peace wisdom is in every person as long as we live here in matter. And it knows that also being in matter is much more than a person. And no, connecting with this universal wisdom, this is the relearning we are in. So let us give this system of thinking let us reconnect with this way of intuition, of awareness. It's always coming from the now, from the readiness to be aware for this special moment. So let's open our compassionate heart to the earth and let's listen to the voice of the earth. They have done with the peace wisdom, with the feminine peace wisdom, the same like they have done with the earth. And now the earth rises her voice back and we can listen to the voice of her. It's also our voice. So I wish all of us a blessed week.